2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Cook. Lets it go from deep. Lewis can't get it to go.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
.144 left to play in the third. Takes it inside. And a nice finish on the layup.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
They're having very little success right now.
And they really could take a different approach, right? Find something that works.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Arizona shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And that one misses. And Arizona making a change here. He hits the second from the line. Gone 8 of 15 in the third quarter. This one for three. Drops in the three.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
For Arizona, they've gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. Over to the left wing. Here's Lloyd. Pass to Lewis. There's a screen. To the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
He pushed a little too hard there trying to close the gap. And yes, he paid the price.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Fires the three. Fires in the triple. He's got 10.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
From 11 feet away, James with the rebound.
And that's as good a look as he's going to get. He's just got to shake that one off and keep it moving.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, B.A., you have 2 choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
And for Arizona, they get the rebound. Second chance effort. The 3 is up. James with the rebound. James has got 6 rebounds here tonight. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Good work there as it goes.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And there's a pick. And there's the drive. James with the rebound. Shooting about 60% for the game. uses the glass on the layup.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Good work defensively by James.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Lewis. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of height. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
Puts up a three. He buries it from three.
I just love the ball movement.
Arizona shooting 41% in this game. Inside, goes up from the block. And the shot is good off the backboard.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Gets the three to fall.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
For three. Not going to go that time. Gotten all 6 shots to fall in the fourth quarter. Launches a three. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Number 10.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And technology, always a conversation, Doris. So talk to us about wearable sensors and where that is between the league and players' union.
Yeah, you know, obviously there are some privacy concerns because what these wearables give you are devices to measure how healthy a player is. What should his exertion level be based on all kinds of health information?
Number 1.
Resting heart rate variability. What was the quality of sleep? Quality of sleep is a huge issue in the NBA with all the late flights and tip times, et cetera, cross-country travel. When you're investing millions into your players, you're trying to take the best care you can of them, and some of that goes to the information you can glean from these wearables. I love them.
6 on the shot clock. Fader on the way. The shot comes out.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
There's the 3. Rebounded by Arizona.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Launches it. That one doesn't drop.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Three-pointer. Knocks down the long J.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Grant?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
mark there with a three. Arizona shooting only 42%. With the fadeaway, it's good, off the glass. Shooting great, 62% from the field and continuing to get it done. Right wing, fires from deep. Offensive rebound. And it's James with the jam.
Great work to clear some space around the rim and set himself up for that putback.
Yes, sir. That was a huge follow. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
Fades. And that one's long. Lewis with the rebound. .125 left in the fourth quarter here. From outside the arc. The shot, no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
From downtown, Lewis with the rebound. Arizona shooting the ball at only 35% here in the fourth quarter. And he banks in the layup.
Lewis.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to James. Releases. Can't nail the jumper.
He forced that one. Not a productive trip up the floor.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop. There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
From the arc. Rebounded by Arizona. The visiting club takes the win on the road. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory. They controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And time to present our player of the game.